Welcome to Borough Tailgates. I'm your host, Joe Bachman. This is Mike Kozminski and Alex Brown. Today we're going.
No, hold on. This doesn't feel right. You can.
I think these would look good on you.
Yeah. You know what? You can go. You can go. No. Put it. No. Put it down. No. You can take the mic. Just, you know what? Honestly,
take it as a souvenir.
You know what? I'm just gonna go ahead and just shut that off. You can go ahead get out of here.
What's this paper ball doing in my seat?
I don't know. It's just gonna be us two. We're just gonna hear you. You want to sit here?
I like this.
You want to sit here?
I like this one.
I'm gonna take my phone. I'm gonna just take my phone. I'm gonna sit here.
I'm just gonna keep this.
The SD card's not recording. No, I'm kidding.
I'm just gonna keep this paper ball, I guess.
I don't care. Out. Yeah, out. That was just, you know what? I feel like.
I'll be back here.
No. You know what? Yeah, you can stay. That's fine. You know what?
You know what? That stool over there is open.
Yeah, you know what? Here, I'm gonna go ahead and you know what? I feel like this is fine, right? Two of us. This feels great.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I know I have this chair, but yeah, I'm gonna just go ahead and you know what? I don't like scripts. I'm just gonna go ahead and do that.
Yeah.
This feels good, but hey, you.
Yeah.
You wanna join?
Me?
Yeah, you.
Sure.
Oh, cool.
Okay.
Yeah, you can have my seat. I'll go sit here.
Oh, okay, cool.
I'll sit right here.
Okay.
Yeah, you can sit right here.
What up?
It's fine. I don't like this camera. Maybe we go like.
What do we talk about?
Yeah, that's a cool logo.
That is a cool logo.
That is a cool
Look
logo.
at this camera.
Yeah, try this. Wait, what does it look like on this camera?
There's more.
Oh yeah. Okay.
That looks nice. This just feels right.
Warning, there may be explicit language in today's episode. Viewer discretion is advised.
I feel like we had to recreate the very first one. We had to. We had to.
This is gonna be an exciting one.
This doesn't feel right.
Oh yeah.
Ooh.
Gotta have the table the camera can't even see.
Yeah. And yes, he's actually here.
Let's go.
Took my
Both of them are here.
Took my damn solo shot. I had that thing all semester.
No, he doesn't have it anymore.
Back in the middle. No, I like
yeah.
it. Back in the middle.
Yeah.
I enjoy it.
So yeah, this is the very last time. Last one.
Last ride.
For them.
Yeah. At some point, I feel like Joe's gonna, just like old times, eventually come where he used to. Perhaps. Yeah. Sometimes we would just be going through stuff, and Joe would just say something incredibly funny, as we're just interrupts us, and we're all just sitting right there.
I miss his muffled voice yelling off camera. It's funny.
Wish I had a solo shot. Because like I don't have Rolexes, but I have a couple bracelets on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, the NFL draft. Wow.
I almost went in the same round as somebody.
So, as obviously everybody knows, Shedeur Sanders did fall to the 5th round. To the Cleveland Browns, who already took Dylan Gabriel. That just makes no sense. We'll get to those. I feel like the notable, other than the Steelers picks, I feel like the only notable pick from the later rounds was Shedeur falling. So I guess we could start off with that.
Yeah.
I mean, listen. I changed my mind on Shedeur. However, I did say before what I used to say. Hold on, no. If you remember what I used to say, I said he wasn't a first rounder, and I was right. He wasn't a first rounder.
I could have told you that.
He
like
still
2
isn't a first
seasons
rounder.
ago.
Now, if you wanted
He's not an NFL football player.
now, if you wanted to use a 5th round pick like they did on him, you might as well. He's right there. You might as well take him.
I just don't know who's going to end up being gone out of that quarterback room.
Him.
It's 5 deep.
Him.
And guys, and Steeler fans that still don't like him, the odd man out is not Kenny Pickett.
No.
It's not.
guys-
They traded for him, so they obviously see something we don't. And if they traded for him, they're
Yeah.
not going to cut him. So the odd man out is probably going to be either Dylan Gabriel or Shador Sanders.
It's Shador.
Or Deshaun Watson.
It's Shador.
If they really just say, screw the cap.
I'd still take Deshaun Watson over him. Because Deshaun Watson is already a professional.
That seems such a dumpster fire.
Yeah, it is.
Browns suck.
We own the Browns.
you called it. I mean, when you were, which by the way, there's freaking Zoom shows 3 times or twice a week, or the Wednesday
Crazy
show.
work.
You know who the Browns
Crazy
are going
work.
to draft next year in the first round?
Who?
Drew Alar.
Who? The Browns?
Yeah.
He seems like such a New York Jets quarterback.
Drew Alar.
Why are you saying it like that?
Drew Aller. Same thing.
Following in the footsteps of Christian Hackenberg.
No, I could really.
Going to the Jets.
No, I could really see him being like a.
By the way, the
Like, get in the game. T-Law just dropped down in Jacksonville. I could really see him as a Jaguar.
also
Just something about him.
Also, the penalty box for the last one is of course in play. And by the way,
Oh,
I know we're
mother.
also I know we were talking.
I was not expecting that.
I know we were talking about this being the last one shooting at Edinboro, but we did it. Episode 100.
We actually
by the
made
way,
it
I didn't even
with
say.
content.
I didn't even say 100 yet. we just started talking.
It's just like old times.
Swear.
Big 1-0.
Yes.
Oh,
It's something we did not get to do last time because we ended on episode 69. Nice.
which is how many days Shador Sanders is going to last in the NFL.
Nice.
Over and under.
Nice.
Hammer the under.
Nice. But yeah. So, I don't know. I mean, I don't care that the Browns did it because I'm a Steelers fan, so I don't care why they did that. But,
I just care about the integrity of the NFL.
yeah. By the way, I do want to make a quick announcement real quick. Since this is the last one here at Edinboro, it's okay. After today, these are officially retired.
Yeah.
I was given the blessing from Alex. I'm still little bro, and always will be little bro.
Forever.
Because I can't win Rapid Fire or March Madness to save my life.
In
These
your
are-
defense.
These are getting retired. And by the way,
At least you didn't take last in March Madness.
now that, speaking of March Madness though, bleach blonde,
No.
jet black.
I don't want to talk about it.
First time we were talking about it since March Madness ended. Wow. Yeah.
The
He might
most,
actually
like-
he said he might actually do it soon. Me, I don't know when I'm going to do it.
The most unfun March Madness of all time.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. But Alex, I feel like it would be wrong if I looked up the first round picks, just the first round picks from the draft, because I feel like you always do it.
I'm just looking at draft grades right now, but yeah, I'll look up the first round.
We'll just do the first round, then we'll talk about the Steelers picks, and then we'll give. How about this? We give out each team's who like grade wise how they did in the
Cleveland Browns, F.
draft. F.
Actually, no, I'll
Yeah,
give.
Quinshon
Actually, no, I'll give him a C
Mason
minus.
Graham. Oh, yeah.
I'll give him a
Oh,
C
yeah, Mason
minus
Graham.
because
Mason
the
Graham.
Mason Graham first round pick 100% cancels out Shador. I'm not gonna get into it.
All right, am I just running through the whole first
He
round?
called
real
his
quick?
own ball. He got in his own ball boy's face.
It was a Texas Tech ball boy.
Same thing. It's a ball boy.
Yeah, that's his job.
He's doing his job, dude. I just want to see how he. I just want to see how he carries himself under a head coach
Focusing.
that's
Alex
not
is-
his dad.
Alex is close up because it was a little too. That looks fine.
All right, first round picks. Number one, Number one, Tennessee took Cam Ward, quarterback out of Miami. Number two, Jacksonville traded up with Cleveland
I like that.
to draft
I like
Travis
that
Hunter.
trade.
Travis Hunter's a dog. Number three, Giants took Abdul Carter. Number four, Patriots took Will Campbell. Number five, Browns took Mason Graham, the Michigan D line.
Hail to the victors.
Number six, Raiders taking Ashton Genty.
I like that pick a lot.
Too bad they won't pay him, just like they did with Josh Jacobs,
Yeah.
probably.
He'll be in like I don't even know. He'll be a Kansas City running back
Yep.
one day.
Number 7,
Back in the
Jets
shot.
took tackle Armand Membu out of Missouri. Number 8, Panthers took Tet McMillan. Actually kind of like that for Bryce Young.
Yeah, so did I.
Number 9, Saints took Kelvin Banks, Texas offensive tackle. Number 10, Bears took Colston Loveland, tight end from Michigan. I don't know how many more offensive weapons the Bears need, but
No.
they're just really trying to prove to us that they can't develop a quarterback.
Yeah, they've been doing great at that. They're just a complete dumpster fire. They are the Cleveland of the Midwest.
They are. Number 11, Niners. It's so weird seeing the Niners picking up so high again. Niners took edge from Georgia, Michael Williams.
He's a stud.
He is a stud. Number 12, Dallas Cowboys got Alabama's guard Tyler Booker. That's a good pick.
That is a good
Very
pick.
good.
Number 13, Dolphins took the second Michigan interior defensive lineman in Kenneth Grant. 14, Colts took Tyler Warren, the tight end from Penn State. Number 15, Falcons, Jalen Walker, linebacker from Georgia. Number 16, Cardinals, Walter Nolan, Ole Miss defensive tackle.
Did you skip the 10? I swear you skipped pick 10.
No, that was Chicago.
Yeah, Colston Loveland.
Mm-hmm.
Where was I?
Hail to
Wow.
the victor.
Where was I? Jesus.
Number 17, Bengals took Shamar Stewart, edge from Texas A&M. Number 18, Seattle took Gray Zabel, North Dakota State offensive lineman. Shout out Trent Fraley, my boy, at North Dakota State. Number 19, Tampa Bay Buccaneers took Emeka Ibuka, Ohio State wide receiver. It's my guy. Number 20, Broncos. Did not expect this pick, but a good pick. Jahdae Barron, corner from Texas. Number 21, Steelers took Derek Harmon, the defensive tackle from Oregon, which Bryce was not very happy about. Number 22, the Chargers took another running back to complement Najee Harris and Omarion Hampton, the running back from North Carolina.
That's a good pick.
Number 23, the Packers drafted a wide receiver in the first round since 2002. Matthew Golden. Hook him. Number 24, another Buckeye. Number 24, Minnesota Vikings took another Buckeye in guard Donovan Jackson. Number 25, the New York Giants traded back up into the first round, took Jackson Dart, the quarterback out of Ole Miss. Number 26, Falcons, also trading back up into the first round, took James Pierce Jr., the Tennessee edge rusher, which I think was a good trade up. Gave up a little too much, though. Number 27, Ravens now have the best safety duo in all of football, more than likely, as they took Malachi Starks with the 27th overall pick. Third Buckeye of the first round, Tyleik Williams goes number 28 to Detroit, the defensive tackle. Number 29, Washington addresses the offensive line, takes tackle Josh Connerly out of Oregon. Number 30, the Bills probably swung and missed on another corner in Maxwell Harrison out of Kentucky.
Dalton's hands just went.
Sorry, Dalton. Bills can't draft first-round corners. My bad. Number 31, Philadelphia Eagles, who traded with the Chiefs, which is kind of weird. 31 and 32 swapped. Eagles took Jahad Campbell, the linebacker from Alabama, and with the final pick of the first round, the last Buckeye of the first round, Josh Simmons, the offensive tackle. And he really only fell that far probably because of injury concerns.
Yeah. So.
All I'm saying, it's about time Landon Jackson's is in the NFL.
Fair enough.
I don't know if you guys remember that clip of him. It was like him versus a 5-star doing a drill.
Oh,
Or something. That was him.
Boom.
Oh, my God. I forgot about that.
Trying to find the Steelers.
And where did he go? The Bills.
Okay, there we go. Okay, so the Steelers picks. I'm gonna run through them. As Alex already said, in round 1, pick 21, defensive tackle out of Oregon, Derek Harmon. Round 3 at number 83, running back Caleb Johnson from Iowa.
Money.
Yes, I really like the pick. He was already working with Aaron Rodgers too, which all I'm gonna say is get ready. It's happening.
No, it's not.
Mentally prepare yourself. It's happening.
Well, Howard's going to be our starting quarterback week 6.
I'd be fine with that. I'd be fine
He
with
will
that.
be. I'm calling it.
I want it.
I'm calling
Next,
it, dude.
round 4, number 123, edge out of the Ohio State, Mr. Jack Sawyer. What are you going to say about that?
The hero of the playoffs.
It was a good pick. I like the pick.
It was a fantastic
Take
pick.
the Ohio, take like your thoughts on Ohio State out. Say you use like your sports journalism mind. It's a good pick.
It's a great pick.
Yeah, it's a good.
At
it's a
that
great
spot,
Yeah.
I just can't believe the way everything fell through.
Yeah.
Jack Sawyer from Ohio State goes to the Steelers. Will Howard from Ohio State goes to the Steelers. Mason Graham from the University of Michigan goes to the Browns.
The Browns.
I'm so sorry, Mason.
Yeah, I'm so sorry.
Get the hell out of there, kid.
Go get your bag somewhere else.
Stefanski is a good coach, but the management is terrible.
Anyway.
You're gonna be playing 95 snaps a game with how dog shit that that quarterback room is, dude.
Mark it. Nah, you don't mark it. I'm gonna do so many I'm gonna do lower thirds and say I almost said it. Crap. lower thirds. Since it's the last one, I'm gonna edit until July. So might as well just take my time editing this one.
What a wasted draft pick by the Browns, dude.
Anyway, round 5.
Never gonna use him.
Round 5, 164, defensive tackle. How do you even say his first name?
I forget.
Yahya,
I think.
Yahya Black from Iowa.
Iowa defensive lineman. I don't think you can really go wrong with that.
Really
no, you
can't.
What a Big Ten draft, by the way.
Big Ten, the SEC hasn't been first in draft picks since 2006. I saw that stat last night. And in 2006, guess what? You know what conference it was? You know what conference it was?
Big East.
This is gonna shock you, dude.
I went for a throwback.
The ACC.
No way.
I didn't know they were. I forgot they used to be good at football.
Shut up.
Go Pitt. Go Oakland.
Up top.
Go Oakland. Oakland, Michigan, baby.
Up top. Go Panthers.
Oh my God. The wrong Oakland made it to
the tournament. Get it out now.
The wrong
Last time until July.
The wrong Oakland got into the tournament.
Last time since July. Where's
Then they
Bryce
beat
at?
Kentucky. I'll never forget that, dude. I'm so sorry. It's very off topic. I'll never forget that, dude. We're in the studio. We're in the studio, watching Selection Sunday, and Mike's losing his mind. Every single pick. Come on.
By the way, you'll still have to accept the collaborate thing.
Oh yeah, I gotcha.
Yeah.
But dude, come on! And then they declined their NIT invite.
Dude, that's just insane. Anyway.
They made a turn.
Time to bring it back down for Dom. Round 6, pick 185 out of Ohio State. Quarterback, Will Howard.
Best pick of the draft.
That was a
you
very
roll
good pick.
I think you roll with Will Howard. You have to roll with Will
Crazy pull in the 6th round.
So we're gonna get to a point where I'm gonna. Wow, this is crazy. Because the Ohio State Michigan brawl. What if it happens between the Steelers and the Browns?
I'm fine with that.
That would be so crazy.
And then I gotta.
I'm fine with that because guess
Then
what?
I'm like, yeah, Jack beat his ass,
Hey, I'm fine with that because guess what?
God.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
So, yeah, round 6, 185 was Will Howard. Round 7, number 226. Linebacker Carson Bruner out of Washington. Do you know who that is?
Yeah.
Son of 1995 first-round pick from the Steelers, Mike Bruner.
See, he just didn't. He just didn't because in the national championship last year, it just didn't show because the Michigan offense was just
rolling,
just exploding through that and all throughout that game. But yeah, I don't mind the pick because you never know.
He's a Steeler.
He's a Steeler.
For sure.
And Steeler linebackers play ball.
And he's a great special teamer, which means he'll definitely get a spot on that roster.
100%. If the Steelers are drafting a linebacker at any point during the draft, he's a Steeler.
Yeah.
The Steelers' history with their linebackers is great, actually.
It is.
You could consider them. I think they have the best all-time list of linebackers in the NFL. People forget about my Michigan guy, Lamar Woodley.
Stud.
Stud in Pittsburgh. But if the Steelers are drafting a linebacker, I'm never going to disagree with them.
Nope.
I love Steelers drafting linebackers.
And then 3 picks later, last pick of the draft for the Steelers. Round 7, number 229 overall. The Steelers took cornerback Deontay Kent out of Central Michigan.
Can't go wrong. It's just going to be tough for them to use him.
Yeah.
How loaded it is.
And the Steelers getting A overall on the draft for the 3rd year in a row.
The Steelers drafts are incredible.
Omar Cooks.
Omar Cooks, indeed. Omar cooks indeed. It just it just comes down to the point where we need to stop celebrating being mediocre
Yep.
and just sell out and try to win a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
I don't know when that time's gonna come again because as of right now as of right now, for all I know, the Pittsburgh Steelers could come out week 1 and in the wing tee,
Yeah.
which honestly I think it would be great. To be
That would be
honest,
tart.
they put the wing tee back. Dude, if they start using the wing tee in the NFL again, I think I'll cry and never watch football again. Because I'll be sitting there like, man, it really doesn't get any better than this. So I can't be excited
Bill
about
Howard running
anything
the
else
wing tee, I would
anymore.
be so happy.
Dude, oh my God. Wing tee. How about the veer? Or the veer?
Oh my God.
Oh boy,
We're just gonna go straight Josh Heupel run and shoot offense.
dude. It's like a fly. Because the veer is more of a fly.
Yeah.
I would love that. Out of the Steelers. That'd be so Pittsburgh Steelers culture right there.
Mm-hmm.
That culture needs to come back to Pittsburgh like
Dude,
ASAP.
All I'm saying is I thoroughly enjoyed the 2022 Hendon Hooker Tennessee offense.
I did indeed.
Not conducive to the NFL whatsoever.
No.
At all.
But I loved
But it was so fun.
I loved it.
Remember when everybody thought Hendon Hooker was gonna be a first rounder and then he got hurt?
Yeah, he tore his ACL.
Tore his ACL.
That's a tough one to come back from for anybody.
He was already, what, like 25 or 26 going into that draft anyway?
Yeah.
He was old. Anyway.
Stetson Bennett. Grandpa.
Anyway.
Your local
Now,
mailman.
because
boy.
What'd you say?
Pool boy.
Oh my God. Anyway, since
Oh
it's
my God, he looks like the dude from the Darman videos.
since it's
This dude with a little afro.
Sitting in his room listening to Stacy's Mom by Fountain.
He always has that face just.
Yep.
what?
He definitely listens to Stacy's Mom and wishes that was him.
I bet you he. Stetson Bennett, I guarantee you, it's just Higher by Creed nonstop.
Yes!
24/7. Just like, man.
Me and my friends were all making, after Michigan won the Natty, we're all sitting there like Jim Harbaugh's definitely sitting in the locker room blasting Creed right now.
Yeah, but did he probably poured us some scotch, blast some Creed, and just puffed on a Cuban?
That's what I'm saying.
That seems like a Jim Harbaugh thing.
That
John Harbaugh, he's more of a, he's more of a
IPA on the golf course kind
not
of
even
guy.
not even IPA. He's more of a vodka seltzer guy because he doesn't like the taste of beer.
Yeah, literally. How did we get here?
I have no idea. We started talking about NFL linebackers. And,
since before I left, we were talking about, of course, Mason Graham on the Browns, and then it could start a fight.
I'll buy his jersey as soon as he leaves Cleveland.
Really?
Yeah.
What if-
Love Mason Graham. I'll buy his jersey as soon as he leaves Cleveland.
As long as he doesn't go to another AFC North team.
I'm also trying to.
I'd even buy a Bengals jersey.
That's kind
To
of
be
tough.
honest, I'd never buy a Ravens jersey, never buy a Browns jersey. But I really like Joe Burrow.
But here's the thing,
That's
though.
the problem.
But
I hate the
but-
Bengals franchise. I hate Joe
But wait,
Burrow.
here's the thing.
Or no, love Joe Burrow. Love
Yeah,
Joe Burrow.
Here's the thing. What if Mr. Reed Martin gets signed by the Cleveland Browns?
That's an exception because I lived with him for an entire year.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's an exception. That'd be an exception. Even I'd buy his jersey.
He's also
I
my
would buy
team.
it
Like
in
he was
2
my
seconds.
teammate.
Yeah,
Like
I'll buy
he
it
was my
in 2 seconds,
teammate, so I feel like I'd have to.
I mean, yeah.
My cousin's. As soon as my cousin's jersey hits the market, I'm buying that.
Dude, I gave Reed his laundry loop like every day.
Dude, I literally said to him, I said, dude,
I wished him happy birthday.
Same.
I went in his room and said, yo, get on Fortnite. He said, all right.
I bet.
I squatted up.
You squatted up.
Me and Reed were out there with Spider-Man hands, just grinding.
That was crazy.
If he goes to the Browns, I will buy his jersey.
Yeah, I'll buy his jersey.
Me too.
Yeah,
I really hope he gets an offer.
he will.
But that's not gonna. Never mind. That's not a conversation I want to bring up to somebody though. Like, yeah, you get an offer yet? And if they didn't, I'm just like, damn.
That's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
You could ask.
yeah.
You could ask Gator.
yeah, I could ask Gator.
Yeah.
Gator.
Gator.
I love Gator.
Gator. I saw him at the bar a couple days ago. No, last night. No. Yeah, no, 2 nights ago. I forgot today's Sunday.
God, what are we talking
I'm also trying to stall because there's something I wanted to do for the last time since Alex is here, but I have to wait 2 more minutes. So I'll go back to Mason Graham in a second. Yeah. Oh, God. Yeah, he wasn't. Oh, God.
I love Chunk.
Chunk. Oh, yeah, so do I.
Game day chunk
It's
chunk
his-
visit.
You know, it's fun. No, it's funny. The night I spent the night at your guys' house and I was on the couch. Clay told me this last night. CJ was debating on playing was it Scott? Wait, does he play
Scotland the Brave.
Scotland the Brave.
It was like
before game days.
every single day
He was,
because there was a hole in my bedroom wall that connected our houses. You'd put the speaker in the hole and just blast Scotland the Brave every Saturday morning.
Well, no, Clay told me CJ was debating playing it because I was on the couch, and Clay's like, no, he's got to learn his lessons, basically.
But
And I was like, yeah,
Type.
it's true. That's true. I think it might have been the Clarion.
I can't even remember.
It might have been the Clarion.
Let's get back to the draft
Okay, let's see if he.
because we kind of.
Yeah, you know what? Let's see if he picks up.
I want his insight on this.
Oh, is this a Stubby phone call?
Stubby.
Oh,
On
yeah.
the phone, guys, it's Bryce Stubert.
Yeah.
You'll put it right there.
We're at full. No, here.
He's
You don't have
here.
enough time. Yeah, we're at full strength, Bryce. Alex is here.
Let's go.
Everybody's present.
Everybody's present.
Oh yeah, baby.
All right, so Dom wanted to get your insight on something.
All right, what do we think? What do we got, Dom?
He forgot. He's trying to remember. He's trying to remember what he was gonna say. He's literally sitting.
I
here.
want to know how you feel about the enemy coming on
And also,
to our home turf.
Also, Bryce is at.
Jack Sawyer.
Jack Sawyer and Will Howard.
Also, Bryce is at the Greenville Little League fields. That's why it's like loud.
Yeah, I apologize for that. I was coming down to watch the T-ball, buddy.
There you go.
The Manny
I think
Machados of
that
today.
Jack Sawyer's attitude translates perfectly to the Steelers, just not in the right position. Usually our wide receivers are the drama queens. Now we have a DN that's a drama queen.
That's crazy.
But now, with him being on the Steelers, he has to perform. If he doesn't perform, then I have a reason to hate him. But I can't hate him until he performs because then it's not college anymore.
Guys,
See, I'm the opposite. I'm gonna hate him until
What?
he
Do we have breaking
performs.
news?
no, but it's really funny. Jeff Ulbrich, the former Jets DC, now Falcons DC,
Yeah.
his son admitted to being part of the prank call to Shador.
That's crazy.
Can you imagine getting prank called by the son of an NFL DC saying that you got drafted?
Wait, we didn't even talk about the prank call yet.
Yeah,
That's-
that was
that
the
was-
prank call.
That was Shador Sanders got prank called. Was
Let's
it
rank.
Day 2?
Let's go down the line and rank that prank from 1 to 10.
Oh, 10. It was funny. It was
1,000. A million.
it's funny.
Yeah, 10 because of that, but that's so jacked. I'm
Yeah.
not even gonna lie, that's really messed up.
Dude, the same thing happened to Cooper DeJean. No one talked about it.
Yeah, but wait, Bryce, what would you give out of 10 the prank call Shador Sanders?
I think if they would have did it in round 1, it would have been funnier. Waiting till round 3 or 4, whenever the dude hasn't been drafted yet, was a little dubious.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair.
He probably got that call and his heart probably started racing, and then the poor kid had found out he's going to be a Brown instead.
That's so true.
He got prank called by the Browns,
How about
and
don't?
then actually got drafted by the
I
Browns.
think it was the same.
I think he had it coming to him. I think it was a humbling experience for him. Don't put a target on your back; it won't happen.
Well, that's a very good point.
I mean, his combine interview was pretty bad. What he said, I didn't like what he said.
He didn't even do it. He didn't do it.
Well, no. What was the interview at the thing he did where he was like, said something about franchises picking him if they don't want to win, don't pick me. You know what I'm
I know what you're talking about. I forget what it was
that
on.
that wasn't
It
the
wasn't
combine?
it wasn't the combine.
That would be
It
the
was
same.
combine.
That's the same thing. He could have said the same thing about himself in college. If he was in the SEC this year, he's not a starter. If his dad is not a head coach,
He's not the starter.
he's not the starter because he's like what'd they go their first season in Colorado? What'd they go?
4-8.
4-8. Your quarterback goes 4-8 your first season as a head coach. If it's not his dad, they're out recruiting him because that's a coach's job. You're supposed to out recruit. You're telling me if it was another coach, decent coach with pretty good like Dion type background, that after going 4-8, he's not recruiting a better quarterback.
True. This is true.
After that first year in Colorado, Yes, I do. Yes, I understand it's a brand new franchise, but still, he cleaned house. It's not like he went. He's not like he went into a program with a bunch of tenured players. He brought like 50 dudes.
Yeah.
To come play with him, and then they go 4-8.
Yeah.
I will say in those 2 seasons, their top rusher averaged 350 yards a game.
That's crazy.
What did you guys think of the draft? Did you go over that yet? How the Steelers draft went?
Oh yeah, we went through the Steelers.
A+ per usual.
Yeah.
Omar cooked.
Omar cooked again.
Oh, did somebody get hit in that T-ball? Yeah. Oh man.
The NFL evaluates everything.
Yeah, they do.
Attitude,
Somebody
all of that.
dropped the ball.
It doesn't help when Dion's out there
Should yell, "Oh, come on."
telling the media that he's not going to allow his kid to play for whoever.
These kids are half the size of what we were.
And those teams are undisclosed. And the teams that Dion was talking about are undisclosed.
That's true.
They're not mentioned. So like if you're an NFL team, you need a quarterback, and then you remember that his dad's like, no, I'm not gonna let him play for that team. Are you just gonna you don't want to waste your draft pick?
No.
Yeah, true. But all right, Bryce. Last thing. What would you give the Steelers grade?
Well, I personally think that the right move would have been to not draft. Who's the QB we got? I forget now.
Will Howard.
Will Howard.
Will Howard, yeah. I mean, I think he could be good. I think he's got a good background. You know, a couple years with Kansas State, and then come win a natty for Ohio State in the Big Ten. He at least has diverse experience with leagues like that. My only problem with him is, I mean, 6'4", like 225, big dude. I just don't know if he's going to be able to handle not so much the spotlight, but he's going to be throwing to DK and
GP.
Pickens. He's not going to have much time like he did with Ohio State. He's going to have to hit those quick routes.
Yeah, that's fair. I think that's a fair assessment.
I would have preferred and obviously there's a little biased here, but I would have preferred them trading up to get Kenneth Grant.
Oh, you guys are gonna love this.
And then on the turn get Jackson Dart.
Yeah.
But
Dalton, I'd go to his camera until Bryce is off the phone.
Oh yeah, probably.
I can forgive the draft. It wasn't as bad as I expected. Whenever I saw that we went Harmon, and then who did we go in round 3?
Caleb Johnson.
Yeah, Caleb Johnson.
I was a little skeptical, and then I watched some of the highlights from both of their careers, and I was like, honestly, that ain't too bad. So I don't know. I'll give it like a B. I'll give it a B.
That's fair. You know.
All right. Well, hey.
That's fair.
Tell all those boys I'm happy to call in for the 100th episode.
Yep. All right, Bryce is going.
All right, Bryce. Peace out, brother, man.
I will see you guys in the studio next time.
Yeah, next time. Quote unquote. Next time.
or whenever you have a
Mark
Zoom
the first time
meeting.
anyone within the
Call me in, I'll be
organization
ready.
That'll be probably in July.
acknowledged that the trade had failed.
Fine by me. I'll be ready.
That's
Just let me know.
All right, word. All right, bye, Bryce.
All right, boys. I'll talk
Important.
to you later.
Yep, see you later.
Yeah, it is.
I was just reading through Shador Sanders articles. That is hilarious. Teams don't do that.
So
Teams don't admit that.
the Browns owner admitted that the Deshaun Watson trade was a
He had.
Thing about Will Howard.
Oh God.
There we
Oh,
go.
Dalton's got it. I was gonna say Dalton's got.
Is 6'4", 237, 236 pounds.
Josh Allen.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You might want to get a little closer. There we go.
This guy,
There we go.
right there.
There we go.
Until he wins the Super Bowl.
Your last time on. Is there any other lines?
It's like
you
a.
wanna specifically
That's a 20.
say?
That's,
Maybe
a, that's just a
maybe
21st
specifically starts with
generation.
a
That's just a next gen.
a lot of L's.
Jim Kelly.
Here.
Until he wins the Super Bowl.
Listen to this. Listen to this.
Oh yeah. For Jacksonville, trading up, you gotta go to Duval.
Oh man.
Sorry for throwing shade on the Bills. I forgot. I forgot we had a resident Bills fan in here.
I was like,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
Maybe a miss.
But
But hey, that pick for the Bills was an A+, by the way.
Yeah, no, that was.
It got an
actually
A.
a good
It
pick.
got an A grade.
all right, this is about to be really weird. What I'm about to do. I'm gonna put the podium right here.
Oh, I missed the
It's
podium. Hey, look, it's
I'm
me.
gonna sit right behind. Stand right behind Dom. Jeez. And now it's time to give out grades for all the teams. And guess what?
Oh, yeah.
And guess what? It's episode 100. This, of course, was gonna be this long.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah,
It actually
okay.
hasn't even been that long so far.
No, it hasn't.
Oh, well, we're rolling.
So, here we go. Now, if you boys want me to repeat some picks, I can. So, all right, starting off with the Arizona Cardinals. Round 1, they took Walter Nolan out of Mississippi. They also were the ones to take Will Johnson round 2, so Dom's probably going to get it for that. An A.
That's a steal.
Yeah.
The first response about Jack Solbrick. The first response. Who cares? It was deserved. I agree.
All right,
Don't care.
Arizona Cardinals.
Hold on.
Oh, are we giving our grades?
Yeah.
I
I give it.
I'm gonna look. I'm just gonna go
Yeah,
through
let
the
me
teams
pull
as
it
I
up
get
myself.
I give it a
go.
B plus.
Let's
I'm
see.
feeling B plus on this one.
Okay. Will Johnson, the second round's a steal.
Also, we're not ending the show yet, but I've never done this, and I want to see how I do. I've legitimately never done this on camera before.
Shador to Travis Hunter.
I hit the
Oh,
wrong
incomplete.
I hit the wrong camera.
I'll give it a B.
I'm gonna try again.
I'll give it a B. I'll give it a B plus.
I give it a B. Yeah.
Shador.
God, this is harder than I
Incomplete.
thought.
See?
Yeah, I'll give the Cardinals a B.
Yeah.
I will give the Cardinals a B.
Yeah. Okay. Next, the Atlanta Falcons.
A minus.
Yeah, I really don't get how they got a C plus on here.
Yeah, that's insane, dude.
Yeah.
They got a stud safety from Oklahoma,
I'll
and
give
they
it an
got
A
graded
minus,
as
too.
C plus. I'm gonna round 4 at the 118. Like,
Yeah.
what, dude?
Yeah, I'm giving them an A minus because I
Dude,
think those picks are hard to
James
miss on.
Pierce Jr. Oh my god.
And Jalen Walker, 2 twitched up freaks on the edge. Like
Oh my
that.
god, it's gonna be awesome.
That's funny.
Love that. Yeah, definitely an A. I'm gonna say A minus.
Yeah, that's fair. Okay. Next, I feel like this team got an A as well. That is the
Why do they have so
Ravens.
many
F.
picks?
You got an F.
Why do they have so many picks?
They did have a lot of picks.
Jesus.
Yeah, Malachi Starks to work with Kyle Hamilton's crazy work.
Yeah, that's nasty.
Mike Green at 59. The allegations are kind of crazy.
I'll give them B.
plus.
B. Yeah, B plus. B plus is fair. B
Yeah,
plus is very fair for the
Oh,
Baltimore
wait, no.
Ravens.
I just said A. Next one I agree is B plus. And I feel like the person in the back should give his first grade, and that is the Buffalo Bills.
A plus.
Dalton says A plus.
For the Bills, I'll give them B plus.
Yeah, me too.
B plus.
Yeah, we probably should speed because there's a lot of teams, obviously, so we should
Yeah.
probably speed to it. All right, next, I'm going to go B because I really like McMillan.
B
for Bryce
minus.
Young, the Carolina Panthers.
Yeah, I'll go B minus as well.
B minus. B minus for the Panthers.
All right, next for
Hey,
me.
they picked Lathan Ransom. Go Buckeyes.
All right, next, I'm going B plus, and because I really like what they're trying to do, for Ben Johnson's trying to do, and that is the Chicago Bears.
I'm gonna go A minus.
Taking Colson Loveland and then Luther Burden.
I'm gonna go A minus. That's C
I'm
plus.
also going to go...
I'm gonna go A minus because that C plus. I think that C plus grade's very embellished. It's for Ruben Hypolite, the second linebacker out of Maryland. I think that C plus is yeah. Give him at least a B minus. Yeah, but I'll go A minus for the Chicago Bears.
All right, next is an interesting one because I thought they should have, honestly,
This is very
first three
interesting.
picks. The first 3 picks, I mean, I don't know, but the next would be the Cincinnati Bengals.
I think straight up C plus.
I'd go C because they needed to fill it up with defense. They needed defense.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go straight up C plus.
I like Shamar Stewart, but like, I don't know.
Yeah, I'm
They
going
took 2
straight up.
inside linebackers in the second and fourth. I'll go B minus.
That's fair.
That's fair. All right.
F.
All right, next one.
F.
The Cleveland Browns.
F.
Legitimately a C
No,
minus.
no,
I'll
I'll
give it a
give
C minus,
Give him
'cause
C
Mason
minus.
Graham's a dog.
Mason Graham A plus.
I
George
like-
Sanders F
Actually-
minus.
I like
You
Quinshon
know-
Junkins too.
You know what? Because of the value they got trading down from 2 to 5, I'll actually go from a C- to a C.
Yeah, that's fair.
Because I like the trade down in that spot. I think that's a great... They got another first rounder from Jacksonville next year just to go up 3 spots. So, I like that.
I think these should be flip-flopped. Those should be flip-flopped.
Yeah, that's
I'm not going to say that out loud, though.
Drafting 2 rookie quarterbacks with Deshaun Watson, Joe Flacco, and Kenny Pickett on the roster is really strange, but Harold Fannin Jr. is a great pick, by the way.
I hope Shador's not easy to be a practice squad guy.
What'd you say?
Nothing.
No. What'd you say?
Nothing, dude.
Come again?
Nothing.
Come again?
Nothing, dude.
Come again? One more time. Was that enough ball?
Nothing. No, it was not. It actually wasn't.
Oh, okay.
It actually wasn't an F-bomb. I just don't want to say it again.
You know what? I'll give the decision to Dalton. Was that an F-bomb?
It wasn't. I didn't say an F-bomb.
Okay. All right, next. Alex and I's favorite pastime, making fun of Jerry Jones. Just because, even if he had a good draft or not.
It's not a bad draft,
Dallas
honestly.
No,
Cowboys.
I actually think that's a B- draft.
Yeah, same.
B- is very fair. I'll go B straight up.
This next team, I'm actually not quite sure. The Denver Broncos.
Who even cares about them anymore?
Johnny Barron's a good pick.
B-.
I'll go
No,
C+.
no, I'll go B. I'm just gonna go B.
I'll go C+.
Yeah, the last two picks were just kind of eh. They drafted a punter got drafted. I didn't even know that. Let's go. Come on. Punter got drafted.
Let's go.
Love that.
All right, next.
What website are you on?
I'm on CBS Sports.
Oh, you're on CBS
I'm on
Sports.
NFL.com. All right, next. The Detroit Lions.
I actually didn't take.
Not bad. Not bad.
Not bad, definitely could. Wow.
Are you on Prisco's grades?
First round D lineman. I don't like that. I really don't like that.
I mean, it is Dan Campbell.
Dom, which thing are you on? Which thing are you on?
So are you on CBS Sports?
Yeah.
So click more in the bottom left corner, bottom right. Go to NFL, draft tracker, teams, NFL.
He's actually doing it very smooth as Dom's saying it. But okay. Next. Oh, wait,
Yeah,
you didn't even give your
I'll give him
Lions.
B-.
B minus?
Yeah, I think B-. This is not very good. Actually, I'm gonna just go C.
Yeah, I think that's a very fair grade.
I think I'm gonna go C. I just don't. I don't like. I don't like the D lineman or the edge rusher. I just don't.
You don't like
The
Ahmad Hassanin?
I don't. No, I think he's a good player. I think he's a good player. I just don't think he's a good fit for them.
Okay, that's fair.
And I don't like that they took Tyreek Williams in the first round.
I don't think he's.
I don't think a D line. I don't think a D line is. Yeah, I don't think a D line's what they really need. I mean, it says it's what they need, but I don't think that's what they
I
really
think Tate
need.
Ratledge at 57 was awesome.
I think they needed a DB. I think they should have took a bet. I think they could have scored with Will Johnson. I think they should have took. I think they should have taken Will Johnson. That's just me.
Yeah.
That's just me.
I agree.
Oh, hello.
B+ draft for the Packers.
Big time B+.
Packers. I did like the.
Big time B+.
I did
You know
like-
what? I'm gonna give him an A- actually.
Yeah, I did like Golden to
This
the
is really
Packers
good.
There. I did like their draft a lot.
Like that. Get some more weapons out there. Get some more weapons out there. Down to the Texans.
Yeah. Yep.
This is
the
pretty.
Texans.
Woody Marks.
I'll give it a B. B+.
Without the Woody Marks pick, I'd give it a B+.
I'll give it a B.
With the Woody Marks pick, I'd give it C-.
That's
C+. C+. That's what I meant.
I'll give it a B-.
All right.
They don't need running backs over there.
All right. Next, the Indianapolis Colts. I like Tyler Warren. They did pick Riley Leonard in the 6th round, so it'd be a quarterback group of him, Daniel Jones, and Anthony Richardson.
I thought JT was a good pick in the 2nd round for them.
that too. Yeah.
B straight up.
Yeah, I'll roll with that too.
Yeah, I like it. All right. Next, the Jacksonville Jaguars, who traded up to take Travis Hunter.
Yeah, I mean their
round.
first 4 picks are straight.
Oh my God.
Straight smack.
Oh yeah, A-.
Yeah,
A- draft.
I like it.
I would agree.
All right.
Got
Alex,
the one Colorado
all
player
right.
that's actually worth a damn
Next.
in this draft.
All right. Next, Alex's third favorite team, the Kansas City Chiefs.
They had a really good draft.
Yeah.
Yeah, getting Josh Simmons in the last pick of the 1st round, getting Ashton Gillott in the 3rd round is.
Because like after you win 2 Super Bowls and then go to a 3rd one, what do you say to yourself? Like we need to get better. Like, you know, I feel like getting drafted to the Chiefs is like a death wish.
Yeah.
Not because I'm not saying that because it's the Chiefs, but I'm also saying it because it's the Chiefs. It means so hard for any rookie to get on that field.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
A- for the Chiefs.
A- for the Chiefs.
Yep.
Straight up.
Yep. All right, next, Las Vegas Raiders.
Good
A.
team.
I give it an A. I like Ashton Genty.
I give it an A as well.
I'll give it an A.
They just had so many.
minus.
You can't really throw their late round picks into the grade because they had a million of them.
See, I think.
But up until their late rounds, dude, I'll give A. Straight up.
I'll give it an A.
So
actually,
they
yeah.
didn't need one, but in like the middle rounds, I thought maybe the Raiders would do taking a quarterback to sit behind Geno Smith, maybe.
But with this year's quarterback class, I don't think
Yeah.
there's enough quarterbacks.
I do think next year the Raiders will probably take a quarterback in the first round. I can see it.
Next year's class is miles better.
Yeah, and the first bus will be Drew Aller.
Or he becomes Tom Brady. I don't know.
Not happening.
Or Eli Holstein.
All right, yeah, Eli Holston's the next one. Time to try again, Steelers. All right, next,
B minus.
Los Angeles Chargers.
C plus.
Yeah,
B
it wasn't.
minus.
It was okay. The Chargers drafted.
These are one of the teams that I'm just like, yeah,
I was like,
you know.
Los Angeles Rams.
Shocker, great value out of their picks.
They,
B plus.
yeah, their
Yeah, B
first
plus.
round, yeah.
They took Monte Mumfield in the
Yeah.
last pick.
I'll go A minus.
All right, next, the Miami Dolphins.
B.
Yeah, B.
Yeah.
Like Kenneth Grant. They did end up taking Quinn Ewers in the second round.
Right. So many Michigan guys going in the first round. Oh yeah.
All right, next, the Minnesota Vikings.
C plus.
Yeah, see.
I don't know much about Donovan Jackson.
They did
good.
take Gavin Bartholomew in the 6th round, which I do like that for him.
I was thinking about
B minus.
Mike, when I saw him go, I was thinking about you, man. Like,
Did you
damn.
also think about how Pitt didn't make the tournament?
Yep. I think about it every day, actually. That's
Alright.
my white noise.
All right, next, the New England Patriots. I like the draft.
How is Will Campbell a B minus pick? That's crazy.
I'm gonna fight and die for these
Travion Henderson did end up going to the Patriots as well.
Will Campbell had the best post-pick interview, though. Ugly cry, big guy cry, Louisiana accent. What are you gonna do to help this team be great? I'm gonna fight and die for these boys.
I'll give the
Love that.
Patriots a B.
That's fair.
Yeah, they got the Mr. Irrelevant. Hey,
Yeah. All right, next, the New Orleans Saints.
Tyler Shuck at 40th overall is a bit of a reach.
That is a reach. I probably would have went with Jalen Milroe.
is Kelvin Blanks is only a B plus pick?
That's crazy.
That's
I'll give the Saints a B plus.
Yeah. What? Yeah, B plus.
Yeah.
But dude, a B plus pick for what? I feel like it should be at least an A.
All right, next, the New York Giants, who took Abdul Carter in the 1st and then traded up to get quarterback Jackson
I
Dart.
love that for them, honestly.
He does seem like a New York Giants.
And Cam Scattaboo.
B plus.
Oh yeah, they did get Cam
B-
Scattergood, too.
yeah, B
Yeah, I
plus.
give it a B
Straight
plus. I
up.
like the draft.
Jackson Dart should not be a C minus pick for them, dude. What the hell?
That's crazy.
That's so stupid. I hate
All
that.
right, Alex's favorite thing from last year, crapping on the New York Jets.
B minus.
Better than last year?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna go C.
I was so ready to trash them if they took Brock Bowers instead of an offensive lineman in the 1st round last year.
Would have worked though.
All right, next,
Actually, I don't know. Who knows?
Alex, the team that took your boy, Kyle McCord,
Yeah,
Phil-
my boy.
the Philadelphia Eagles.
How did Kyle McCord go before
Emily's boy, too.
Will Howard? How did that happen, huh?
That's a great question.
Yeah, that's funny.
Already
went to the Steelers.
I think I'm gonna go
Hard B.
hard. Yeah, very hard B.
Yep. All right, we already did the Steelers, so we can skip that.
Dude, the Steelers.
San Francisco
draft.
49ers.
Wow, they had a lot of picks.
Oh God.
I'd give it a B plus.
I'll give it.
I'll give it a B.
I'll give it a B as well.
Yeah. All right, next, the Seattle Seahawks.
I'm gonna go straight up. B.
Yeah, B.
I'm gonna go B minus.
So they're still trying to blow everything.
So mad at them, dude. They got Jalen Milroe.
All right, next.
Torrey Horton in round 5 is a crazy pick.
Yeah. All right, next, the team that took your favorite out of the Ohio State,
Mecca
Mecca
Buka's
Buka.
a stud.
the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Good B plus for the Bucks.
Yeah.
Not a lot of picks, but great value for every single one of them.
Yep.
And,
Getting Tez Johnson in the
and they
7th
signed-
round is insanity.
And they signed Shiloh.
That's true. That's
They
true.
did.
All right, next, the team that was 1-1 that took quarterback Cam Ward, the Tennessee Titans. Alex, that's your second favorite team.
This is embellished big time. Because Cam Ward was the best quarterback in this class.
And he's a B- at number 1
A B-
overall.
at number 1 overall. You know what, CBS, fix your
Mark it.
This isn't right.
B.
Because Shador's the best. Mel Kiper, Shador's best player in the
Mel
draft.
Kiper just looked stupid on draft night.
I'll
He
go
is
B
like
for the
on
Titans.
draft night. He is draft night equivalent to like Skip Bayless and Adam Schefter.
That's crazy.
Fair enough. Actually, I'll go B+.
I mean, the obvious pick that they took was taking Cam Ward.
I'll go
They
B+.
did.
This last one I'm going A-.
Me
Straight
too.
up.
Yeah.
The Washington football team.
Yes, the Washington football team.
I'm going A-.
I will also go A-.
Yeah, it's fair. Oh, that's it.
Yeah, I think
Oh, man.
very underwhelming draft class this year, in my opinion.
Did Joe leave?
After Cam Ward and Travis Hunter. Travis Hunter. Very underwhelming. I think next year's draft class is going to be awesome. I think it's going to be great.
Yeep. Alrighty.
The Leafs are goated,
Yeah, so
and
next.
the Oilers suck.
So after this series, then it'll be Lakers in 5. What's your thoughts on that one?
Austin Reed just dropped a goose egg.
Yeah. So this is where my thoughts are right now. OKC has a very big chance to win it all.
OKC, KFC,
I still like Cleveland. But guess what? It don't matter. I can't think of a Lakers in 5 thing.
Divorce court, child support, Lou Dort.
Lord. Lakers in 5.
Lakers in
Lakers in
5.
5. But NHL playoffs.
Dude, oh my god.
So what are you guys' thoughts on the Tampa Bay Lightning?
I was
Lightning
thinking,
suck.
you could have this one, dude.
We've already been going for an hour, so I'm just going to go through these real quick.
You're playing your boys, bro.
Yeah,
They're playing your boys.
Leafs are up 3-1 in the series against the Senators right now. Not shocking. Toronto is good this year.
That's all. No,
And we'll lose in
that
the
is
next round.
that is mind blowing because they suck.
Well, they're not. They don't have to play the Bruins in a series, so that means they're going to win at least one.
Yeah,
They could choke it though.
they're actually.
That
I mean,
also wouldn't be
I've been
surprising.
watching them. I've been watching a lot of the NHL playoffs, and believe it or not, this is crazy. Ready? The Leafs are playing defense.
I'm just going to put it this way. The Leafs are playing a playoff series against a team that hasn't been good since they were in double overtime of Game 7 a decade ago.
Dude, can I be like completely honest
In
real
the
quick?
conference finals. You were this close to making the cup, and you have just sucked completely and utterly ever since.
Dude, can I be completely
Because
honest real
Chris
quick?
Kunitz ended your entire franchise.
Give me some.
Give me some.
Can I be completely honest real quick?
What's up?
I had no idea the Blues were in the playoffs until just now. I didn't know the
wait,
series
sorry,
was
sorry, sorry.
I didn't know the series was going on. The Blues and the Jets. What the hell
Yep.
is that?
Wait, sorry, I gotta say.
Jets aren't going to
hold
win
on.
the cup, by the way. They're the President's Cup this year, so Jets aren't winning it.
Hold on, I forgot to say. I was gonna say like.
President's
Dude, they were
I should've said
nasty
it-
this year.
Wait, I should have said it like Shady. Talk to me.
Talk to me.
Yeah, dude, the Jets are nasty this year. Too bad the President's Trophy winner just isn't allowed to win the cup.
And the Oilers were one of the last teams in.
Yeah. All right, so yeah, Toronto, the Leafs are up 3-1 in their series against the Senators, whatever. Florida's up on top of Tampa 2-1 in their series after starting the series with a 6-2 victory, by the way. And then a 2-0 victory, and then getting absolutely dumpstered in Game 3. Washington leads their series against the Canadiens 2-1. I forget the Canadiens exist every single year. I'm not even going to lie.
I never do because I think about PK Subban
Yeah.
on the regular because he's hilarious.
Canes are up 2-1 on the Devils. Jets and the Blues are tied 2-2 in their series. Stars and the Avs are also tied 2-2. So are the Knights and the Minnesota Wild. Shout out Fleury. And then the Kings are leading the Oilers 2-1 in that series. So there you go. There is your
The Leafs
round
are
one
actually
NHL playoffs.
the Leafs are quite making some noise right now.
Yeah, they really are.
So the Penguins are the, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8th team. They're the 8th favorite to land the number 1 overall pick.
Yeah.
Andrew McCutcheon just hit a 407-foot home run off of Tyler Glasnow.
Too bad they're losing still.
Are they? What's the score?
It's like 5-2.
Oh my God.
Wow, the Leafs really pulled
I
out
think
that
Bailey
division
Falter's
at the
pitching.
end.
Oh my God.
Yeah, they
It's the
actually
third
started.
inning.
They started snapping for. They started snapping.
Because then the Lightning and the Panthers were all just smashing each other around for number 1
for the sake of Connor Bedard, I'm rooting for the Hawks to find a way to win the draft lottery again. I was really hoping for him last year.
25 games this year. Jesus.
Dude, Macklin is just. Oh, he's disgusting.
Yeah.
He is just he's never leaving California ever. He loves it there. As soon as they start winning, they're gonna get him some pieces. They're gonna start winning. Connor Bedard's about to lose his mind. He's gonna Connor Bedard's like the Hawks are so bad. Connor Bedard could if he wasn't such a great kid, he would already be the NHL counterpart of Antonio Brown. There's no one on that damn team.
The Sharks only won 20 games this year.
Yeah. But Macklin, dude, just look at Macklin celebrating his stats. They're ridiculous for a rookie. This year, you know who the first overall pick's going to be this year? Erie's own.
Matt Schaefer.
Matthew Schaefer.
Dog.
I really want him to go to Pittsburgh.
Dog.
I really want him to go
Dog.
to Pittsburgh. That'd be awesome. Because we got robbed. We got robbed in McDavid's draft year.
Yeah.
He should be a Sabre.
True.
If he was a Sabre, you know what would be crazy? Get this. If he was a Sabre, he never would have played with Leon Draisaitl.
That's insanity.
Before you go on with that, so I figured for the very last segment of shooting the show at Edinboro, I feel like we all rant about something and go to the classic hits. So Alex, you might have to think about something.
I don't even know.
To complain about maybe just randomly the Broncos again, even though they haven't done anything bad. Yours is obvious. Mine, of course, it's going to be the Pirates.
Myles Garrett is not the best edge rusher in the NFL.
Oh, that's also that's a classic one. You can take that one.
You can have it.
Yeah, okay.
I posted it on
No,
TikTok.
you can have it.
No, you can have it because I know exactly what I'm about to get into.
All right, we're gonna.
I don't even have enough to rant about.
What could Alex rant about? Gotta hit a classic, even if it's like a sentence to complain.
Celebrini's rookie stats were crazy, by the way.
Yeah, he's an animal. What could Alex rant about? Because there's really nothing that I think pissed him off. Because
the Jets
the
haven't
majority of his takes were right.
True. This is true. Oh, the Cleveland Browns.
Okay, I can do that.
Okay. So
That's an easy one.
we're gonna start off in order of that because I feel like the Browns rants didn't really come until recently, and then obviously the Buccos and everything. It's funny because the best Buccos rant I've ever had on the history of this show was the Brian Reynolds trade, and I actually was wearing this long sleeve. So I actually do have something to rant about. For the love of God, can you please stop putting Colin Holderman in high leverage situations? Second pitch, he gave up a home run. Why do you keep putting him in that situation? What? I'm clipping that. That's funny.
I don't even care to try and comment on the Pirates anymore. It's so
Call up Isaac Madsen.
But dude, please, his stats are great in AAA. And Colin Holderman, he picked up where he left off. He gave him a home run in the second pitch, and they lost to the Dodgers 8-4. Now hold on.
Stats in AAA actually are nasty.
Now hold on. I get it. It's the Dodgers. The Dodgers are the Dodgers. The Dodgers are still a super team. But still, though, he's terrible in high leverage situations. So why is he still here? Stop putting him in those situations. It's pathetic at this point. And play Matt Gorski every day, too, until Spencer Horwitz gets back. He can hit lefties and righties.
Yeah.
I'm gonna steal something from Cody Duncan. I wouldn't even trust Derek Shelton to manage my grocery list. That's how bad he is. He doesn't. You can I saw this. I saw this on Twitter.
He probably eats SpaghettiOs
Listen.
every day.
He does. Yeah, I don't know.
I love SpaghettiOs.
Yeah, spaghetti.
but
I
he
kind of love
does-
SpaghettiOs. Yeah.
I like SpaghettiOs, but he definitely
Yeah.
eats them like every day.
Listen.
No
Wow.
structure.
Listen.
Wow. You ain't kidding, dude.
I know, dude.
Yeah. Listen.
I think he's sitting at like a 270 ERA right
Oh,
now.
jeez, that's great.
I know. And
Listen.
an animal.
I saw this earlier, and I actually agree.
Yeah, that's crazy.
You
He's
could
snapping right
hand
now.
the
Oh,
bullpen.
174.
Hold on. You can hand the management of the bullpen to Pirates Twitter, and they would do a better job at it than Derek Shelton. Now, I'm going to be fair here. David Bednar is back, and he seems to have figured it out. Good. Colin Holderman is back. He's back to his normal self, so he needs to go.
Yep.
I'm going to be fair, too. If Dom's right about Jack Sawinski and he comes up and he has figured it out, fantastic. If he doesn't, out. You're in year 6 of this rebuild. Stuff like this happens when you're in year 3 of a rebuild.
That's what this is called, a rebuild.
Is it even a rebuild?
I thought we were just giving
Just
up.
a terrible franchise, more like.
Yeah.
I thought we were just giving it up.
I don't know, man. I hate this team. That was my last rant in the studio. Dalton, you can go back to the wide.
Dom, you want to go next?
Enjoy settle. In the classics. Good podium.
He's just so damn bad. He is holding back that offense. They're down 3-0, dude. And for as much as McDavid and Leon Draisaitl are on the ice, dude, they should be scoring more goals. Realistically. Granted, he scored a couple goals this series. You know, like by sitting his rear end in front of the net, McDavid's, in the corner in a scrum, winning. Wicked pass. It's just finishing, dude. Just finishing. That's all he does, dude. Him and Alex Ovechkin do the same thing, but except Alex Ovechkin can actually skate and stick handle. Every Leon Draisaitl highlight video,
Sits
dude.
his ass in the crease and just waits.
But dude, if he's not doing that, he can skate. He can play defense. Dude, Ovi can play defense. Leon Draisaitl, no, he can't.
That's what I mean. Sits his ass in the crease and just waits.
Yeah, like that's what I did in high school because I knew I wasn't a good skater.
That's crazy.
That's actually insane.
That's insane.
That is insane work. Gosh.
He sucks, dude. He's terrible.
You gotta say it like you said it last week. Hey, he sucks.
He sucks. He sucks. He's, oh my God. Oh my God. He is just not a superstar. He is just not a superstar.
Let's say it like Pat McAfee. He stinks.
He is just not a superstar, dude.
Oh, God.
So I guarantee you if Leon Draisaitl was a Pittsburgh Penguin, we'd be
off the team.
No, we'd be in the same exact position that we're in right now. Sitting at home watching the playoffs.
Gosh. What? All right, that was your last Leon Draisaitl.
Let McDavid leave. Let McDavid leave. Let him get out of there, and let Leon Draisaitl, because Leon Draisaitl's gonna stay. Like, this is my team now. They don't. I'm not gonna say it.
He sucks.
I'm not gonna say it. I'm done.
He sucks.
Germany sucks at hockey.
Gosh. So did you get anything off
They're
it?
terrible at
Oh,
hockey.
he's still going.
They don't even have an Olympic team,
He's still
dude.
going. All right.
Like, what's he doing during the Olympics? Just like eating ice cream sandwiches and
I can go for an ice cream sandwich.
Me too.
And a bunch of bratwurst or something like that.
Hot take. I think the ice cream sandwich chocolate one is garbage.
What?
I don't like chocolate on chocolate.
Oh nah, you got the
Oh, no,
you gotta
you
get the
go
classic
classic.
ice cream.
Go classic,
Ice
yeah.
cream
Gotta go
sandwich.
classic. It is the Tim Duncan of sweet treats.
It is. Yeah, it is.
Always consistent,
Ooh, I
nothing
like
flashy about
I
his
mean,
game.
it's not the same, obviously, but like with like the cookie ice cream
Oh,
sandwich.
yeah, those are fire,
good.
too.
That's more of a.
Or like the M&M cookie one.
I don't like him. I don't like M&M I don't like M&M cookies, dude.
They're all right.
I think M&M suck.
Really?
Dude, they're only in business still because they're just iconic. And they make really cool commercials.
They do make really cool commercials.
Yeah, that's fair.
M&Ms are just, dude, like, so you go to the grocery store or the gas station, you see all those options out there. And you're gonna pick M&Ms. Now the peanut M&M, it's different. I'm talking like original M&Ms.
Mm.
Like the pretzel ones are good. The peanut ones are good.
Yeah.
But OG M&Ms, dude, like
Yeah, that's true.
They're mid. I'll give you that.
Yeah.
Skittles, original M&Ms.
Yeah, I'm with that.
You know what? That's fair. That's fair. That's fair.
All of Skittles, all of M&Ms.
You know what? That's fair. That's fair.
Show me.
Wow, this
Cookie
is
dough
weird.
bites are the best candy of all time.
Oh my god.
All right, go on with your ring because I don't know how we got here.
See, we are hitting the hits. We're getting off topic.
I don't really know how we got to candy. How did
We're
that?
hitting, no, we're hitting the topic.
what-
We're hitting the topic. We're hitting the topics.
I know, but how? But like, what was I talking about that led to that?
I
You
honestly
said
don't
he
remember.
was probably sitting. What was
Eating
Drysaddle
ice
doing
cream
during the Olympics?
sandwiches.
Sitting at home eating ice cream sandwiches and bratwurst.
Yeah,
or
and then I
something.
said, yeah, but all right, Alex, your last rant in the studio. I don't remember.
What organization executes the worst quarterback trade of all time? A trade that, because of cap, puts them in a situation where they cannot fix it.
Hey, they
And
restructured.
instead,
They restructured it. They restructured it.
They did.
So they could pay their actual stud.
And instead of trading Myles Garrett, who didn't want to be a Brown anymore, so that you could retool your offense and your defense, your entire roster, with young, cheap talent to offset the Deshaun Watson situation. No! Instead, you give him $40 million a year when he didn't even want to be there anymore.
All I'm saying is like, just like, don't be surprised if something like happens during training camp where he's just like, oh man, this hurts, doc. Yeah, coach, I'll be back next week. The next week comes around. Yeah, coach, I'll be back next week. So,
And then it'll get to the point where it's that.
he's taking his $40 million to Cancun. You don't care about playing no football.
Then it'll get to that point. It'll be just like that Jets video. He's gonna try to get into the facility and his car doesn't work.
That was crazy as hell. Yeah, I remember that.
I can't decide. I can't figure that out. I can't figure that out. You're already in cap hell because of the worst quarterback trade of all time. And instead of trading a very talented player when you could get enough picks to fix like half of your roster, instead you throw yourself even deeper in cap hell by paying an edge rusher $40 million a year. I'm so happy that you guys are going to be happy with 4 wins every year for the next 5 years with a defensive player with the highest pass rush win rate in the game. I'm so glad that you guys are going to think that's worth it.
Second.
Yeah. Because that's the stat that matters, right?
Yeah.
Jesus.
So, well, guys.
6th in the NFL in sacks, still won Defensive Player of the Year over TJ Watt. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Politics.
Well, guys.
You guys are complete dumpster fire over there. Oh my God, you guys suck.
I'm going to be laughing till the end
Keep
of time
doing
with
it.
the Browns.
Keep it coming, baby. Keep it coming. Because there's going to be a couple. Because we'll take our extra 2 bye weeks.
Yeah.
We'll take our extra 2 bye weeks and continue to own you for the rest of eternity.
I'll gladly take a guaranteed 3rd place finish in the AFC North every year.
I heard that.
Guaranteed. Guaranteed.
I heard that so wrong, by the way.
What?
Because he said keep it coming.
Oh, shut up, dude.
Nice.
Nice.
Man, dude.
Okay.
The Browns, the Browns haven't won a Super Bowl since like.
Never.
They've never won one in the Super Bowl area.
No, I'm getting somewhere. They haven't won a Super Bowl since like literally. Manny ran into Sid in the Ice Age, bro.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
Yeah, you see, because
Yeah.
the Ice Age was a long
The
time
Browns-
ago. And Ice Age, the movie's fictional.
The Browns.
Which means it never happened,
Super
just like a
Bowls.
Browns Super Bowl.
The Browns Super Bowls do not count because it's the Ravens Super Bowls.
No.
They're not even Super Bowls, dude.
Yeah, they're not even Super
They're
Bowls.
championships.
Yeah, they're championships.
You can
so,
say there's championships with everything.
Yeah.
There's championships of literally everything.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. So, yeah. So, well, guys, it's a pleasure.
always.
But I feel like the way we
Drop cup.
hold on. But don't send it yet. But before we gotta get some other thoughts. But I just realized something, and it's like kind of like an initiation of you being in and in, of being in. Dalton, I'm gonna ask for you to come back out for a second. This is kind of like your initiation. Come here, if you want to. So, everybody has been given the chance.
Oh yeah, R.I.P. Alex.
Yeah,
That's me.
yeah,
Is this a running joke from my TikTok?
yeah. It is.
Oh, nice.
So, picture of that TikTok that we're talking about right there.
I really do need to figure out who's going to inherit my percentage of campus.
I forgot about that quote.
Probably me,
So
since I'll still be here.
So Dalton, we've given everybody a chance that has ever been a staff of Tailgate Talks to drop an F-bomb. So go ahead.
You giving me this responsibility?
I know. I can remember exactly what Haley's was.
That was awesome. That was awesome. That was awesome.
Is the penalty box still in play?
Now I'm
No.
taking it out. It's gone now. It's the penalty box. You know what? The penalty box is retired until
Alright, so
July.
I was about to say sprint out because I don't want to get in trouble outside the penalty box.
We're not an
Yeah!
Let's
Yeah!
Buccos.
Wait. I feel like it's only right. You never got to do it. I feel like we all got to send one for the last time.
Yeah. You know what? Everybody drop their last
You know what?
F-bomb for everybody. Oh yeah, Dalton too.
All four.
You know what? Here, I still got a few more things to say though. Everybody gets one last F-bomb in the studio.
Me first?
There you go.
I hate the Cleveland Browns. Okay.
Edinboro, it's been awesome, baby.
In all reality though, this has been one of the funnest times of my entire life.
Me too.
Without this, I would have left a year and a half ago. This has been crazy. And all I can say is that the next big thing that you will see from any of us, praying to God, hopefully, or at least one of us, keep every single world championship ready to go because I'm taking it.
Yeah, baby.
That's a better last F-bomb.
Yeah, it is. I can't believe this is
This is it.
it. Feels like
Yeah.
it feels like so long ago and yesterday at the same time that we started this.
Swear.
Yeah. So,
For the love of God, someone else please make a podcast to keep
Please,
doing
please.
after we leave.
please, yeah.
Please.
Please, everybody. By the way, I just want to get out there so everybody knows. The original plan that we had for the last paper toss, they both were going to get the paper toss and they both were going to go, this is my thing. No, this is my thing. But no, I like this idea better.
We all get to do it. All right, got to drop the line
For the
one
very,
more time.
For the very last time.
I can't believe I'm saying
Episode
this for
100.
the last time.
By the way, so everybody has an idea.
Shaka.
Oh God. Pitt didn't make the tournament.
Didn't make the tournament.
But-
Oakland made the
Oakland,
tournament.
baby, go Oakland!
Go Grizzlies, baby!
So everybody,
lifers.
so everybody that has an idea, ballpark of when we'll come back, because now it's Zoom shows for the rest of eternity, unless this blows up around the world and we get a studio, our own studio, and we financially stable it.
And then I can retire from my job. And
So everybody, as I'm AEW or WWE champion, so
I'm
everybody.
banking on him, actually.
So everybody, everybody's gonna. You guys are gonna rely on me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I need a job as I need a job as an agent.
Yeah, they're both gonna rely. Alex, if coaching doesn't work out, you're gonna rely on me.
I can do that.
So everybody that has a ballpark range of when we'll come back, it's probably gonna be June or July.
That's so weird to think about.
Yeah, we're taking the entire May off, so you're not gonna see any videos unless I get out YouTube Shorts. Which, by the way, now that it's gonna be forever, I have so much time to get as many shorts out as I want. So you're done with the shorts, turkey.
So yeah, look out in June, July. That's probably when we'll come back. It's gonna be less frequent, or unless it doesn't have to be less frequent. It can just be like, do you guys want to do that? We can just be like, you guys want to shoot the show this week? Yeah, sure. You want to shoot it this week?
Yeah, and there might
sure.
even be times where I don't know if you'll ever do it with baseball stuff, but I might, if there's something that comes up during the summer, I might find like a way to just make like a 10-minute video and throw it up or something about talking.
I'm gonna try
an
my
episode.
best to post on YouTube Shorts, TikTok, Instagram Story.
Yeah.
Just cause I've had something in the back of my mind for a while that I've been wanting to do, and I just never done it. And I'm gonna try to do it.
Yeah. So, like I said, everybody look out June, July for when we come back. I'm gonna try to get out. I'm gonna try to make sure the channel stays active. I'm gonna try to get some videos out. It would be like 2 minutes max of like old shows, just to like keep it flowing. But yeah, so Edinboro, it was a pleasure. Thank you to Ron Raymond. Thank you to Jim Warts letting us use the studio for the last 2 years. This has been awesome. Got to go on TV. Got articles written about us.
Got to
Ads.
have awesome people on here.
Yeah. Met friends that, you know how it goes. But all right, for the
Can't
last
believe
time.
I get to say my line one more time.
Yep.
Good night, America.
Whose was that?
That was mine. That was mine. That was mine. Let's go!
On the last one. God, on the last one, that's crazy.
When it really counted, he was dialed.
I'm keeping that in.
Saw me in the corner.
I want Alex Brown.